The starting pitcher for your Skeeters is Matt Wright. He's gone 3 games. He started all 3 of them. He's got a 2.81 ERA, a 0-0 win-loss record in 16 innings pitched. He has 15 strikeouts and just 3 walks to his name. In his last outing, he went 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, and got the no decision in Lancaster. He gave up 7 hits but struck out 5 with just a walk. The defense behind him, Octavio Martinez behind home plate, Josh Presley at first, Marcos Cabral at second, the new signing, and actually the activated signing, Ofelio Castro at short, Jimmy Van Ostren at third, Drew Locke is out in left, Ben Harrison starting for the first time in center field, and Jason Botts out in right. Leading it off for the Ducks here in the top of the second, the designated hitter Ryan Garco, followed by the second baseman Ray Navarrete, and the center fielder Lou Ford. The Ducks are in their orange jersey tops, gray pants. They've got the black bills. No pun intended. The Sugarland Skeeters in all white, their home jerseys. The first time we've seen those since April 29th. Matt Wright, he's the starter for your Skeeters. He's throwing in a second inning of work. Here comes the big righty. Pitch on the way, taken high for a ball. Garco batting .440 on the year with 2 home runs and 10 RBI. Pitch on the way, taken inside for ball 2. He hits from the right side. Stands 6-1. Pitch on the way. Lines this one down to left, and it's fair. It hits off the chalk and kicks up a little dust. Bounces off the wall. Locke in left makes the throw. They may have a play at second. It is in time. Garco hesitated around first because he didn't think the ball was fair, and when it was called by the third base umpire, Mike Terry, Drew Locke out and left fired it into second on a 1-hop strike to Marcos Cabral, and he made the tag easily by a step and a half for out number 1. Here's the 1-1. Castro holds off on the curveball, drives it out to left, could be another base hit, off the bottom of the wall. The manual scoreboard out there kicks it back out into the field of play, and Castro, with his first base hit, is a double deeper into the season. A 1-out double, and the Sugarland Skeeters have the tying run standing on second. Welcome to the Atlantic League. Ofelio Castro with his first base hit, a double off the left field wall, kicked right off the bottom of that manual scoreboard out there, ricocheted back out into the field of play and fooled Binnick, the left fielder. He had to track it off that wall. And you never know where the ball's going to go, especially if it hits off a square and kicks into the corner or back out into center field. I think Long Island got a little lucky. The next batter, Bubba Bell, here's the pitch, takes a fastball inside. Sugarland could tie this game. We're in the bottom of the 5th. They have a runner on base. Ofelio Castro stands in scoring position on second. Kiesler checks the runner. Pitch on the way to Bell. Off the end of the bat. Drifts into foul territory and out of the concourse. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bubba Bell, who's 0 for 1 today. He lined out to the third baseman to lead off the 3rd inning. He made some good wood to it. He's trying to do it again to drive the tying run home. Sugarland really needs it. This crowd would be electric after. Bubba Bell stands in, pitch on the way. In tight on the hands. Bubba Bell batting in the 7th spot tonight. Castro with a double with 1 out in the inning. Sugarland trails 1-0. Pitch on the way. This one grounded down to first base. Scooped by Singh, and he steps on the bag for the 3 unassisted, but the runner moves down to third. A tying run. Castro 90 feet away, and it'll be Octavio Martinez to try and bring him in with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. You need this run. If the rain comes in, you can bet that it won't let up the rest of the night. They'll probably call the game after 5, unless it's a fast-moving storm, but if anything over the last couple of days is something to tell you about what's been happening in Sugar Land, don't expect it. They need this run. Martinez steps in right side of the plate, 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. Takes it in on the hands for a ball, 1-0. Martinez with 2 RBIs on the season. Batting .235 with no home runs, trying to change it. Cabral is on deck. Here's the pitch. Off speed in the dirt. Time is called by Pat McLaughlin. 2 balls, no strikes. Kiesler pitching from the stretch. He takes the ball in hand, sets chest high, stares down the runner, pitch on the way. Fastball misses the inside corner. It's ball 3. Now, I don't blame them if they walk Martinez on 4 straight pitches because you have Marcos Cabral coming up to bat after Martinez, and he has been in a rut lately offensively. You'd rather pitch to him. Here's the 3-0. Catches for a strike. Martinez obviously with the green light. He was our interview yesterday during the pregame show, and he had a lot of lightning things to say. And speaking of lightning, there's a little bit of heat lightning in the air off in the distance. Kiesler comes home, pitch on the way. This one grounded to short. Will be a tough play in the hole from Lyons, and he drops it. And the tying run scores. Martinez gets it done. There was a top hop and a skip on the ball, and on the instant replay, Lyons just bobbled it out of his glove. He couldn't make the throw, didn't even attempt it, and this game is tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Just past the half hour, 9:31 at Constellation Field. Central Time, Van Ostren batting. 1 home run on the season, pitch on the way, swings and misses at the splitter, 1-1. You've got to have big hands to throw that pitch, but it's nasty if you can work it effectively. Botts on second after the stolen base, 1 out in the inning. Van Ostren looking to drive him in. Here's the pitch. Again, the splitter. This time it misses, and Johnson will go out to talk with his pitcher on the mound to give Van Ostren a little thinking time. After our game, we'll have post-game fireworks, and we'll have a post-game show. We'll go over all the highlights of today's game and look ahead to tomorrow as we continue this 6-game homestand with the Long Island Ducks. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. The score 1-1. Sugar Land just looking for their 4th hit. You'd assume it drives in the winning run. Here's the pitch. Van Ostren puts it into play. No, it's off his leg and might have knocked off his shin. He goes down in a heap, and he's back up and walking around as the ball ends up over at third base. That has got to hurt, and it puts 2 strikes on him. Doesn't get any better than this when it comes to baseball. Bottom of the 9th, tie game. Runner on second is the go-ahead and game-winning run. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jimmy Van Ostren. Connor Graham fires home. Grounder down to third. It'll keep Botts at second. The fire over to first retires Jimmy Van Ostren. Nelson looked Botts back just to make sure. 2 away. Well, he's been the player of the game today so far on both sides of the ball. Ophelio Castro, in his first ever appearance as a Sugar Land Skeeter, has 2 doubles in 3 at-bats and a run scored, the lone run of the game today for the Skeeters. He'll try and drive in the game-winning run. A base hit could very well do it. Botts on second. Connor Graham pitching. Here it comes. He takes it for a strike down the middle. looking to cement his place in the starting lineup. Ophelio Castro making his first start as a Skeeter today. Stands in on the right side. Pitch on the way. Down in the dirt. It gets away from him. The catcher, that is, Josh Johnson, picks it up and fires it back to the pitcher after a timeout is called. Here's the 1-1. Puts a charge into it, out into right field. They're going to wave Botts home from third. The throw in from right field is off target, and the Skeeters win. The Skeeters win their first ball game in 6 games. It's Ophelio Castro, the newest signing for the Sugar Land Skeeters, that does it in the bottom of the 9th, and they mob them behind second base. 2-1, your final score at Constellation Field. Ophelio Castro in the bottom of the 9th gets his 3rd hit as a Sugar Land Skeeter in his first game started, and he wins the ball game for us. They snap the 6-game losing streak. They end the 4-game winning streak for the Long Island Ducks. Your final stat line is this: 1 run off 8 hits, 1 error for the Long Island Ducks. 2 runs off just 4 hits, no errors for the Sugar Land Skeeters.